Yes, indeed, it was one of the wettest Aprils on record, but actually, surprisingly, memories are short, because in 1998 it was even wetter. This is as far as England and Wales is concerned. And individual towns and cities have also broken records. For instance, Cardiff, they've had their wettest April, not only Cardiff, but Bristol. And further north, although in Aberdeen it started off fairly dry, Scotland, of course, caught up with a vengeance just recently, and they too have had some heavy rain. But we're going to have high pressure on the scene for much of the coming week, so the emphasis is shifting away from wet weather to fine and dry weather. But the area of high pressure is going to be in the wrong place as far as some parts of the country are concerned, because the winds will be coming in from the east. And if you imagine that the sea temperature out in the North Sea is only 8 or 9 degrees, then of course it will be quite chilly. We start off warm enough, all right, over the weekend and into Monday, but you can see the way the cooler weather, the cooler, lower temperatures have eased in from the east, and much of the country is back down closer to normal by the end of the week. Now, we've got a big problem at the moment. Unfortunately, the weather didn't take much notice of yesterday's weather forecast, and we do have some rather unexpected rain in southeastern parts of England, and that at the moment is pushing up across East Anglia. That process is going to continue for the rest of the afternoon, eventually brighter weather moving up from the south, but there's still going to be some rain affecting parts of East Anglia and into Lincolnshire. Elsewhere it's going to be bright, there'll be some sunshine, but just here and there perhaps 1 or 2 showers. Away from the cloudier east and southeast it will be quite warm, 16 or 17 degrees, somewhat cooler again in the north. A fair amount of cloud I think is going to feed in from the east coast into central and eastern parts during the course of the night. Still the odd shower perhaps in the west, at least to begin with. Temperatures dipping back to 4 or 5 degrees. High pressure there throughout Monday, in fact for much of the week. So we start off quite grey and cloudy in eastern parts, but eventually the sun will break through, that is except along the east coast. In the west there is a chance just here and there of 1 or 2 showers. Still that high pressure with us on Tuesday as well, although quite a stiff easterly wind, so it's going to be quite cold along that east coast, and again a fair amount of cloud feeding in across the southeastern corner, maybe just the odd shower in western parts, but elsewhere fairly warm and bright with some sunshine. Not much changing on Wednesday, although a weak front could bring a few spots of rain into northern Scotland. The cloud perhaps thick enough for the odd spot of rain near the east coast as well, but Thursday and indeed Friday more of the same, maybe just a few spots in